All rise. Chancery Court, Stewart, County down, session down with Judge Wolf presiding. All those business shall now shall be heard. God bless the country, the state, and the son of the court. Please proceed, come to order. You're on mute, right? All right, good morning. We'll start with the call of the docket.
In the matter of Noah Hoosier.
Morning, Judge.
Morning.
I have petitioner Miss Berry, and she did seek an emergency conservatorship. This time it is no longer necessary and she wishes to terminate it. We did prepare an agreed order and had the respondent sign as well. Would you like to hear some text from Miss Berry?
Let's go ahead and have a place under oath and let you put on your proof.
You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give us the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
State your name and your relationship to Noah.
Kimberly Berry, I'm his mother.
And you sought the emergency conservatorship for temporary reasons. Is that right?
Yes, correct.
And is Noah doing better?
Yes,
And is it your choice to terminate the temporary conservatorship and not pursue the permanent conservatorship?
yes,
And did he enter into a general durable power of attorney,
yes,
meaning he was his agent?
yes.
And there's been no positions or statements providing that he needs a conservatorship. Judge, so
What? All right, I have signed your order.
thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
The matter of Callie Settles and Kennedy Zanar.
All right, everyone who's going to testify in this case, raise your right hand and let's place you under oath.
You all solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give us the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Ms. Juan, you may put on your proof.
All right, Judge, if it's okay, I'd like to start with the termination portion.
That's fine.
Aaron, let's start with you. Has Troy Settles provided any financial support for the children?
Not consistently. My last payment was February 9th of this year.
Has he maintained regular visitation with the children?
Not at all.
When's the last time he saw them?
July would be July 2018.
So 2018.
Yes,
You mentioned about the financial support. So he made a payment. Was there difficulty in getting payments from him?
it was very inconsistent. There would be 6 months that would go by, 10 months that would go by.
And he's not attempted to visit with the children or provide further.
Not at all.
What is the relationship between your daughters and your husband?
I think of him as their father. He's been pretty much the parental for them this whole time.
Do you believe that terminating Troy's interest would be in the best interest of your daughters? And you provided the court with all the necessary documentation,
Yes.
and we had good service on Mr. Settles.
Yes.
So Judge, we are asking to terminate his rights, failure to visit.
All right, it's my understanding he has not made anything more than what we would call nominal
payments of support. Is that correct? Very inconsistent and very nominal. And then he has not had visitation for quite some time, extended period, more than 4 months prior to the filing of this. All right, then I find by clear and convincing evidence that under the statutory definitions, Mr. Settles has abandoned the minor children. Now you may proceed to go forward with the adoption.
Thank you, Judge. Number, would you state your name
Ethan Gumber,
and how long have you been in the children's lives?
9 years.
Can you describe the bond that you have with Callie and Kennedy?
I mean, they're just like my own biological children, really. They both call me dad. That's all they've ever known me as, so.
And so you plan to continue providing emotional, monetary support?
Absolutely.
And would you agree to ensure the stability and continuity in their lives as their father?
Yep.
And are you aware that if you divorce, that you would be responsible for child support?
Absolutely.
And if you pass away, that these girls could inherit of your estate? Are you aware of that? Do you believe that this is in the best interest of your daughters?
I do.
Miss Erin, do you agree to have the children adopted by Ethan?
I do.
And do you want their names to be changed to Gumber? Judge, I have 2 witnesses as well.
All right, you want to put those witnesses on?
State your name
Greg Zonar,
and what is your relationship with the parties?
my 2 granddaughters, Aaron's my daughter, he's my son-in-law.
So you heard the testimony that they both provided. Do you believe this adoption is in the best interest of these girls?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Thank you. State your name and your relationship,
Kyle Anderson, a good family friend.
and you've heard the testimony of the Gumbers. Do you believe this adoption is in the best interest of these girls?
Absolutely.
All right, Mr. Gumber, my job here is to make sure that you understand all of the rights and duties and obligations you're assuming. Right now, you're a stepfather, which means that while you have obviously a role to play in the children's lives, by law, you're not required to support them. You're not required to be responsible for them. You could one day walk away and be free from any obligation. Not that you would, but you understand that.
Yes.
After today, if I grant this adoption, they're your children, the same as if they were born to you biologically. So you got 2. I thought they were twins when they first walked up here, because they're both beautiful blonde girls, and they look like they could be sisters, and they are sisters. And as a result of that, I want to make sure that you understand they're now 11. Is that right? Or 10 and 9? 9 and 11. Okay. Which one is Callie? All right, and which one's Kennedy? All right. And they're going to be teenage girls at some point. You realize that, right?
Yes, sir.
And while they're cute, beautiful young women here today, young ladies, they're going to turn into teenage girls. And that means that you're going to be overrun with teenage boys at your house wanting to take these teenage girls out and so forth. And it's going to be your responsibility as their father to monitor and to pass judgment on all of these guys that show up at their house wanting to date your daughter. You understand that?
Yes.
There was a country song about I'm just sitting here cleaning my gun or whatever.
Yeah.
So, ladies, you understand that means if I grant this adoption, that he will be your father, and therefore he's going to be able to say, you can either date this person, or you can say you don't get to date this person, or you do get to date that person. Like my mother told me one time, he said, well, you can date somebody else or you can stay home. So they do that from time to time. All of you understand the duties and obligations of Mrs. Gumber. You understand this is going to fix this situation where he'll be on equal footing with you regarding your daughters. All right. I find that by clear and convincing evidence that this adoption is definitely in the best interest of Callie and Kennedy, and I'm happy to grant your adoption. So,
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Is it okay that they get a picture?
yes. Let me sign this order to make it official, and we'll do that. So.
Yeah.
Why don't you ladies, do y'all get along well enough to sit in the same chair together? Okay. Have a seat right here in the big chair. We're gonna scoot you up there. One of you want to hold the gavel?
Oh,
There you
Look
go.
at that.
that's what we were talking about.
Come on up here. If y'all come around, if you want to get this picture nice.
Ready? Thank you.
You're welcome. Congratulations. Congratulations. Callie and Kennedy, I'll tell you what, I'll give you your own souvenir. There you go. It's like, you can use that in school. So you've got your own gavel.
That's cool.
All right. Congratulations. All of these people here for this adoption, tell them to come on up here and get their picture made together. So, anybody want to get a picture up here in front of the bench with the girls? If you do, come on up. We'll let you have that opportunity. So,
You all want a picture?
you want a group photo? Come on up.
They would like to do that. Thank you.
You wanna get in on it? I guess so.
No, I'll just I'll be the photographer.
You wanna get in? Come on.
If you two want to get right here and the
There you go.
girls
Come on up
in
here.
front of you.
I think come back up here and let the rest of them move forward.
Y'all.
Girls.
You guys.
Mom and dad.
And then we're gonna get everybody else ready.
Kids come up here.
Callie, send it to her.
I guess they can.
And everybody else can just kind of filter us all around this area right here.
Come on, everybody, don't.
Thank you.
Like one stand there and
We're
one
gonna get
stand.
everybody. In.
We may have to scooch. Just a little.
Come up here, everybody, the grandparents need to be up here.
Yeah.
Yes, grandparents, need to be up here.
That's right, but keep the kiddos open. Yes. Here.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry.
But I would You see that. Good luck.
Sorry. One, two, three. Just like seven.
If that doesn't turn out good, it's your fault. This is one of those.
So you know what's my-
My God, but it's really pleasurable, so I'm happy to make it as comfortable as possible. Thank you. Congratulations, Grandpa.
I know, I got
Yeah.
Their ice cream.
I have a 10-year-old granddaughter whose hair looks exactly like theirs. That's why I thought it was pretty interesting, so.
Yeah. Good family.
Okay, I think on that note, we're just gonna adjourn for the day and go home.
Yeah.
Good note to end on.
I was saying, based on what, all the joy and happiness here, I think we should just stop where we are and go home.
Take a turn quick. Yeah.
Because I have a feeling it's gonna all be downhill from here.
Yeah. That's goes to thieves.
I don't know.
I'll get you a copy of it. Yeah.
All right.
The estate of Luella Jane Miller.
Judge, the client is no longer communicating with me. We have sent numerous letters out, and so I have no choice but to ask to release this counsel.
All right. Your motion to withdraw being unopposed, I will grant your request.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
You may. This one was a son, so. Son.
The matter of Jeremiah James Reed.
Yeah, thanks. Your Honor, the ward is severely autistic. Could I ask maybe Miss Amy and Miss Stacy if they would move to the side? I just don't want him to start with screaming and stuff, so.
I understand.
A lot of people get him riled up pretty easy. And I don't think he'll stay back there by himself, but if we could sit him right there, that'd be great. But the mom is back there with him, so. And he may be fine. So, sorry. He can stay here if he wants to, or up there, wherever he's coming, wherever he'd like to have him sit. Yeah, you stay right here. As long as he's good with that. He's on the big correction.
Solemnly swear from the testimony you're about to give in this case to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. So,
It's like you just state your name for the record.
Monica Rondella,
And what's the relationship with Jeremiah?
he's my son.
All
his
right.
mother.
And you're here today to ask him for conservatorship, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you, where do y'all live?
Um. Okay,
On spot?
686 Shepherd Hollow Road,
And how long y'all lived there?
since 2017.
Okay. And, what is his diagnosis?
He's atypical autism.
Okay, he's had a physician recommend that he needs a conservatorship, correct?
Yes, sir.
And does he have any real property in his name?
No, sir.
He gets, what kind of income does he have?
It's $1,233 as of January 1st.
Okay. And as far as you know, nobody has contested this issue.
No, sir.
Okay. And, the biological father deceased.
Yes, sir. He passed away, 2012 on a bulldog.
And you feel like this is in the best interest of Jeremiah?
Well, at this point, I am no longer able to help him medical because I don't have, the authority to talk to the insurance company. So I can't get his new set of glasses that he needs. Can't get his wisdom teeth need to be pulled out and stuff. I can't get him medical help that he needs.
You feel like he needs a conservator to make those medical financial decisions?
Yeah, well, he can't make them himself. He doesn't have, even if you ask him questions, he might be able to tell you what kind of cereal he wants, but he can't make a decision on I even help him with his bath.
All right, that's all I've got to ask the court to take judicial notice. The medical report was put in November, but it is a little bit outside that 90 days, but I feel like.
well, obviously, this is a case where the needs for conservatorship are quite apparent, so I will be happy to grant your request. I've already signed your order.
Okay, sounds great.
Thank you. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeremiah.
Which one? Got it?
Yeah, you go out this way. Okay. I'll be there. Stay
Thank
safe.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Ms. Stacy's next. Do you want me to stay or?
For a little bit,
Okay,
maybe just
okay.
kind of.
Okay.
Lisa Blue versus Timothy Blue.
All right, counsel, I'm going to ask you to make an opening statement because my review of the file shows that there was a final order entered in a divorce action in Montgomery County back in 2020 by Judge Closure that designated them as equal residential parents and had a 50-50 division of time. And since that time, it's my understanding there was an order of protection that was issued in this case that is Is that one of the issues that we're dealing with today?
It would be, Judge, but there's also a juvenile court case that's happened since then, and jurisdiction was relinquished back to this court. That's
Okay.
why Mr. Parks is here. He was the guardian ad litem for the children. That was in April through December of 2024.
Right, and so what are we fighting over today?
Well, if I just may briefly, Judge, the order, the juvenile court case dealt with some issues that were going on in Dad's home. He was married to his wife Lacey, his former wife Lacey at that time. She's actually here. They divorced. There was an incident that happened with Levi. As a result of that, my client filed an emergency custody petition. That matter was heard and the children were removed from the father for a period of time. Through in December, he was granted some sort of limited visitation that wasn't every other weekend. I had that final order and then relinquished custody back to this court. Then he started having issues in his marriage. He divorced his wife. There were some concerning behavioral issues that happened with Dad. He was actually living out in the woods for a period of time. There were some things with animals that happened. He has not seen these children since December of 2024. He stopped paying child support. My client had to move to Michigan. I filed a notice of relocation with the court. He stopped paying child support. So there was an arrearage in child support, and he's not seen these children since December of 2024. These children are now 14, almost 15, and 12, almost 13 are both here and do not want to have contact with their father. They're afraid of their father. The ex-wife is here to talk about some substance abuse issues and some concerning behavioral issues. And we would ask that there is no contact with the father.
Spades?
It's my client's position that mother has continuously and systematically used the system in Montgomery County and in Stewart County to limit my client's contact with these minor children to get what she wants, which is ultimately to move to Michigan to be with her boyfriend. And that's what she's done. She's accomplished that. And quite honestly, them now coming and saying they've had no contact with their father since December of 2024, they've been coached to say these things. It's my client's position. He needs to have a way back to continue to get contact with them, to be able to foster a relationship with them. Mother clearly doesn't want it. I think that the next step would probably be for mother to isolate father even further from these children so that her husband, when she marries, can then adopt the children and completely cut father out of the situation. Yes, he went through some issues. We'll address those issues in the testimony that he's going to provide today, but there's no reason that this order of protection should stay in effect. The allegations that were raised, I believe the order of protection was filed in early 2025. That's what's in place right now, is that order of protection.
The order of protection that was issued by Judge Brigham expired on March the 3rd of 2026. So there is no pending order of protection.
There was another one that it looks like was filed by mother. Was another one that was filed March 4th of 2025.
And was there a temporary, I don't have a copy of that. Was that in general session?
Maybe. Yep, and it looks like it might be. I don't believe there's ever been a hearing on it.
All right, and this one is based upon, at least partially upon, the allegations that were involved in his prior relationship, prior marriage, in which there were animals involved.
Specifically, it says in there that there's no known harm to the children.
All right.
So again, we believe that this is mother methodically laying cases out in front of multiple courts to limit father's time. And that's what she's continuing to do. All we're looking for is a way back his children and father to foster relationship.
All right,
And if I may, I can pass forward the last order from the juvenile court, which set forth that father did have, it was in April of 2025. Father had not visited with the children since December of 2024. And that's when the court relinquished jurisdiction back to this court. I think that would be helpful for them.
all right, we'll let you go ahead and mark that as exhibit 1 to this hearing. So that we're all clear, there is a pending appeal on the order of protection that was issued by Judge Brigham in March of 2025. That has not yet been heard by this court or any other court. And therefore, we'll have a hearing on that order of protection. Then the other issue is the request for relocation. There is no pending petition to modify the parenting plan, if I recall correctly. Is there a,
Yes, there is. It was transferred from Montgomery County. It was filed in Montgomery County and they transferred it to. I have the order transferring it to Stewart.
I've seen the order transferring.
Here's
No.
the petition that was filed back in November of 2024, Judge.
Okay. Maybe what I missed.
Sorry. I just assumed they sent it down. I'm assuming if you don't have the, didn't have the petition, you don't have Ms. Bates' answer that she filed on February 15th. After I file a motion for default.
I'm looking. I don't see the first thing that's in this court file is a notice. Is a notice of filing in June of 2025, the notice of the motions or the notice to relocate. I do have the order transferring, with the order transferring it signed by Judge Alita. And it basically transferred the entire file, but I'm not seeing, and maybe it's out of order, is your petition for modification.
And it was based on the things that happened with juvenile court and him not seeing the children and things of that nature.
Step off. I just want to make sure we've got it in the correct order. So I'm gonna, would you look to see if your file has this information in it, with the notice of appeal on that one as well? Let's take a short recess and let her, I want to make sure the file is reflecting what we're fighting over today.
All rise. Did that earlier. Whenever we have something that, that's the reason why I always like to keep it available. Off of that. If we want home, there, we have to stay on that, so safe, yes, it's still have size cover. It's just. what's that, because of, depending on the judge, it can be considered as messing with their perspective on the case. Yeah. And that's what it is, you know, man. You don't want to put any sway at all on the jury's track.
Stacey, when was the petition filed?
Let's see, it was filed November, 8th, 2024. Pass it forward, so I don't have a copy here. I do have.
Oh, there it is.
Then I filed a motion for the vote in January and only filed an answer in February 2025.
And then did the final order that come down on February of 25 address all those issues? Because there's nothing after from juvenile court.
No, I think you,
Montgomery County.
yeah, the one that transferred it.
Well, it's the final order of, the order was to transfer was filed February 14th of 25.
Yeah, we never had any further hearings after that.
The final order of divorce was entered February 25th of 2020. That's what you're talking about. It says final order.
2020.
That's. the final
And
order.
then I have nothing after that up
the
until
petition.
June 27 of 2025, when I received the notice of filing.
Okay, but the petition came down with the transfer. You do have a copy of the petition?
No, I've got the final order. Then it goes,
So I don't think anything else happened. I don't think anything else happened. in the
that's
divorce.
witness and exhibit list. Trial brief,
Well, when they,
motion to strike, motion to withdraw.
It's all pre-final hearings stuff.
yeah, all that stuff's pre-final.
I think the first thing that was filed after the orders, after the final order
Was
was
my
my
petition.
petition.
Mm-hmm.
See, this, we're already back to 2019 here.
Here, go for it.
That's 19, that's 2020. That's 2020. Retrial.
Your final order
Final
for that,
order.
divorce.
And then it come to me. We filed it.
That's not the first time I filed my case in 2024. That's the reason we asked to be transferred, because everybody was living, and it's in the petition for us.
So this right here starts all of my stuff. So I don't know if Montgomery County failed to send one file. Yeah, because all these are my files.
Yeah, because the first order is order transferring the case. After that, it starts.
Why would they send the free divorce stuff and not the stuff that they're transferring?
I don't know.
The only thing that was filed. was
Yeah, the
petition for
petition, the
modification,
motion for default,
the answer.
my
and then
motion to
the motion
transfer.
to transfer. and
That's
the
all
order
that's
transfer.
filed. But I mean, it's all clear. It's the same docket number. It's filed.
Yeah. And
So what do we do in this situation?
it's a huge question. You know, with it not being included. Unfortunately, it's not part of my record. I know it's part of.
So we can't make it part of the record. It has to come from Montgomery County.
I'm thinking it's gonna. be Montgomery County, because unless you.
Get a certified
refile
copy of
this
it.
Or get a certified copy. I thought. Would a fax be good enough? No, fax is not legally certified for this. It's called.
I don't understand why she was everything before and not that. And not, I mean, if she said you were friends for a while, would they do
Well,
everything
it's-
before the?
It should be.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that doesn't make any sense because all that stuff was filed prior to her transferring.
Right.
Yeah.
And it clearly was filed in Montgomery County.
Yeah,
It
I mean, that's,
I mean, that's, yeah. But yeah, we should have got the whole file, right, not just.
Yeah, you can. We didn't even have- No, we didn't even know. We just assumed.
Yeah, and
because
everything
we-
got sent.
That everything got sent. That's just crazy to me. Why they would get sent there.
So they send a file to you. Do they keep a file in their courts? Is that what y'all want to do?
I myself, I'm gonna send, yeah, I don't send the file, I make a copy, certify that whole file.
Okay.
This is a true
I
exact
just wanted to
copy
make
of
sure
what I
that
have in
that
my
that document
office.
is still probably somewhere in
Montgomery
County. if
It
needs
should
to-
be,
Okay.
Okay, it should be.
but I don't know what else is.
Missing.
That's not how that is.
I wanted, it needs to all be done together. Because I mean, all this stuff on the redemption is on proof of every year and all this took us to one that.
Let me check. Yeah, probably.
Maybe Chamber see if it.
I waved him off, told him to go back to his room.
Do what?
I waved
See
him.
if he wants to talk to us in Chambers.
I was just kidding. He's back here.
I'm gonna need to get my petition back so I can at least try.
I think it's sitting right there on the little metal piece right there.
Yeah, I
I
see
got a
it.
copy in my house.
Yeah, I know, stamp file one. Just want to make sure I have a
The
copy,
official one.
because I don't have another stamp file copy. And if they don't have it.
Yeah, that's. Perhaps when you transfer cases inter-county, I suppose.
Was it out of?
Well, no,
Chancery
that's
and
what happens when you have a,
Circuit.
that's what happens when you have a large metropolis transferring stuff.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm just picking at Montgomery County because I can, so.
Yeah. Can I see that last order from the juvenile court that I passed up to him too? As exhibit one, just so I can.
Are you gonna want that
Yeah,
back?
I'm gonna.
But you can
try
take my sticker off.
Yeah,
Oh, because
we
it was
just-
marked as exhibit one.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I just need it to talk to him about, and then then I'll give it back to you. Maybe I'll get a copy of it before I leave today.
I've got to get his.
Oh, I remember, I just worked here. Like I told somebody the other day, I said, I'm not a real cop, but I stayed in the Holiday Inn Express last night. Beverly, what are you doing this weekend?
Well, my granddaughter's birthday is Sunday, so that day's taken. We celebrating all day. Tomorrow. I'm
You
not
know,
sure.
we work pretty much every day next week.
We do?
Yeah.
No, I wanted to talk to you about that, so I can get like a idea, maybe a couple weeks. Is there a way to get a couple weeks in advance,
For what?
what days I'll work?
Sure. I can give you whatever I can give you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is there
whatever
any
I've got
days
on
that
my-
we're off next week?
Huh?
Any days that we're off next week?
Friday. Well, no, here's the deal, you know, here's what I got. Monday is doctor's phone. Monday, Tuesday for sure. All right,
That's 13th.
Forget Wednesday.
I'm working on it.
Here's at what time?
Well, I would say no later than 8 o'clock on both days. Okay. That's just because we're going to have a fairly full parking lot at that point. All right,
I can move out of your way.
Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we have split court. All right, if there's trials for it. And we won't find out that until Monday.
So. So Wednesday, same thing,
Yeah,
8
Wednesday,
o'clock.
Wednesday, 8 o'clock. And like I said, there's supposed to be a trial that day, but we don't know if we have a trial that day or not.
Okay.
Okay, what it is split court. Okay,
Okay,
split court is I'm running 2 different courts
Oh.
at that point. Like Monday is juvenile and circuit.
Okay.
Tuesday is general sessions and circuit. Wednesday is chancery and circuit.
So can't we put someone down there to run that
We're
one?
we're going, you know, like I said, that's where I come in to do all this, okay?
And Thursday,
And Thursday is supposed to be a trial.
that's coming 8 o'clock.
I've got it, I believe I have it covered,
Okay,
okay? If we do have the trial here, it would be great for you to kind of show up to learn how the trial is going to go.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll have you trained up before then, because we're supposed to have trials Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I don't know if we're going to have them or not, because trials have a way of appearing and disappearing.
Okay.
Okay,
so Thursday, we're gonna leave it up in the air,
yes.
but Friday definitely off.
Friday, it looks like I don't have anything in my calendar. So I'm assuming we're off.
And what about the following?
Following week, Monday and Tuesday, it looks like, but that right there, if you need time, let me know and you're good to go.
No, I don't.
Uh,
8 AM. Well, 8:30. On Monday,
Monday, I'm gonna put you in the group chat. Anyway, I'll put you in that group chat that we all get in and we'll find out if we actually need you to come in on Monday or not. I'm assuming you won't have. All right, Tuesday is general sessions. Again, I'm assuming that you won't have to come in for that. Okay. So pretty much you're done. Here's the deal. You're in with circuit with me for right now. So circuit is our first 2 weeks of the month. So the 3rd through the 9th and the 10th through the 16th. All right. And then we go from there. But right now, I can only give you tentative dates for everything. Remember, with court, it's tentative. Everything's tentative. Okay. Right now, as it stands, so we're supposed to, I know we're supposed to have a trial on Thursday, but that might even get pushed off now. Right.
but Friday's definitely off.
I mean, if you need time for anything, you just.
I
let me
just
know.
wanted, no, I just want to know what day to
It's-
take my babies to the zoo,
Yeah, it's,
you know?
and I get it, you know, like anytime you need time.
Yeah.
I mean, you go sit there, as long as we're not in circuit, I can give you all time.
But you're not, when you're telling me what date, time to be here, you're not telling me what's going on.
Right,
So
it's
like,
circuit,
I
if I'm
would-
telling you, I will let you know if it's general sessions or if it's circuit.
Okay.
Circuit is big judge, I call it big judge school, okay? So like Judge Wolf, Judge Turnbow, Judge,
So we'll just circuit in.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Then we have on this coming Wednesday. Yeah, next Wednesday is Chancery, but that, in 1 second, brother. And that is Judge Kearns or Mr. Kearns. He's a
Okay.
special chancellor that comes in and does child support. That's all that is. What's up, brother?
Whenever this finishes up, is there a way for me to get out of here and give me about 10 minutes of buffer time so that I don't get,
We already planned on it.
Oh, yeah, we got you
but
covered.
can I go first so they don't track me? Or
Oh,
stop?
I don't, like I said, I don't have a problem with that. Just ask your attorney to get with her attorney and actually that, we'll get you added to the first. That's no issue, man. But see, that's where, if you look at my calendar, so like,
You gotta keep track of all the courts.
I do.
So that's why,
It's-
yeah.
But see, I got docket calling juvenile for that next month. Okay. General sessions and a trial date. I just put trial dates because I was putting all the stuff in there.
So trial date doesn't necessarily just mean there's gonna be a trial.
Correct. It's a trial date. That's all that means.
So you don't know.
Don't know. We make the assumption that there is going to be a trial until they tell us they're not. There's not. And as soon as they tell me there's not going to be one, I erase from my calendar so I don't get confused on. But like I said, that's just the nature of the beast with us is I can come over there and
But surely
plan.
they know within a couple days ahead of time whether there's gonna be a trial or not.
Well, like Monday, we'll find out for sure. If there's going to be any trials that week,
Okay, so we
And-
can't ask them today.
right now, there's still trials. As it stands right now, there's still trials. And if there was a way to find out earlier, I'd let you know earlier. I mean, I'd let you know as soon as I know something. It's like I tell everybody, I don't sit on this information. I push it to you guys as soon as I get it.
Other people have had the same issue as I've had.
Well, no, it's just,
Everybody likes to know what they're doing.
exactly,
Yeah.
and I would love to be able to tell you that you got nothing going on next week. But as soon as I find out there's nothing going on, I'll let you know. But right now, I haven't heard of anything. I've heard of Thursday maybe getting canceled. Maybe. But we don't know that for sure, so I can't take maybes.
Okay. So you'll let me know when you
Oh, yeah,
know.
as soon as I know, you'll know.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and Ms. Beverly, like I said, you need to do something with your grandbabies, you take care of, it. I can always pull one of my other bailiffs in. Yes, like I said, I try to push out the best I can on information. I've had to leave Larry, who is
Yeah, he'll be here next week, right?
he will be for Thursday if we need.
Okay.
And
But you're
we're
gonna be here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
not- Right, and I'm not gonna be here on Thursday.
and Friday?
Friday's supposed to be off.
Okay.
Supposed to be
When are you leaving?
Thursday. morning.
Okay, so I'll know Wednesday when I'm here,
Oh,
whether I'm
yeah.
working
Oh,
Thursday.
gosh, yes. Yeah,
Okay.
actually, like I said, I believe you'll know on Monday,
Okay,
like when we come in and do docket call. By the end of that day, I will tell you if we got something going on.
okay. Look at the weather. That's
Hot, nice. No rain.
no rain.
Now, there ain't supposed to be any rain till,
Thursday's 81.
yeah,
That's a good day.
We got
40%
thunderstorms.
chance of rain
we got thunderstorms one day, that's Thursday.
Monday and Thursday.
No, I just got on Thursday. Going down to Nashville Zoo?
We got a year-long membership.
Yeah, we used to do that. We could take kids down there. Back when they first got the elephants up,
Mm-hmm.
we used to go down there, show the kids the elephants.
Yeah. Got a lot of cool stuff. want to go to Memphis, but I didn't want to go down there until everybody got it cleaned up down there, you know?
Mm.
That place is dangerous. One thing for you to go, it's another thing bringing the babies in there.
Oh, I just burnt the lid. Where'd you park at?
Over next to Rivers.
Okay. Looks six great things. Here next month. All rise. We're back in session. See you come over.
All right, let me say this to the parties, Ms. Wyman and Mr. Blue. This case originated, as you both know, in Montgomery County, and it was transferred over here by an order of Judge Alita. And normally that's not a problem, except for the fact that they didn't transfer the entire file. Therefore, I do not have in our file a petition to modify the parenting plan that was originally adopted. And I cannot rule on matters that are not properly before me because my jurisdiction extends to what's in our court file, not what's in another county's file. So as a result of that, I necessarily have to continue your hearing. I don't really want to do that, but I don't really have any choice. And as a result of that, the next available date that I have, and I've gone over it with your lawyers, is my next regular Chancery day, which is August 4th. Now that's a long way away. In my opinion, in this case, there needs to be the reappointment of the guardian ad litem that was appointed in juvenile court. So I'm going to reappoint Mr. Charles Parks, who was here this morning, to be the guardian ad litem in this court as well. In addition to that, you've got teenage daughters, and while they are expressing a preference regarding that, it is not a simple thing for this court to simply say that a father can no longer see his children, period. Although there may be issues that have arisen in the past, there are instances where there have been abuse of children, and we still are required to allow the children to have some sort of therapeutic visitation with the minor, with them. Ms. Wyman, if you'll stop what you're doing so you can listen to what I'm saying. It's very important for two things. Number one, the children need to understand that the law says Mr. Blue has a right as a father to see his children. Termination of the parental rights is one of the most important and significant things that can occur in the courtroom. We had that this morning, and it requires a finding by clear and convincing evidence, which is the highest standard for evidence, that it's in the best interest of the minor children to terminate the father's rights. So under these circumstances, there are issues clearly, and that he's not seen the children, there are allegations about parental alienation and so forth. To identify what the issues are between you and your daughters, and to try to protect their best interest, as well as balancing that against your right as a father, I'm going to order that these children be, that there begin some sort of therapeutic counseling between you and your daughters and a therapist. Dr. Charles Ehrig, I think both of your lawyers are, Ehrig may be the right way to pronounce it. He is an expert witness in many cases in this court. Both of your lawyers are familiar with him. If the girls live in Michigan, then there should be an ability to do a telehealth type of a situation where they can do that by Zoom if necessary, and that will allow him to make an assessment. But in order for me to make an informed decision regarding what's in the best interest of your daughters, I need some expert testimony regarding what is in their best interest from a person who deals with this on a regular basis. Dr. Ehrig's responsibility will be to talk with the children, determine what is in their best interest, and then make that recommendation to this court. So as a result of that, this court is of the opinion that there should be an order down ordering that the therapeutic visitation or therapeutic counseling, it will not be visitation, but therapeutic counseling with Dr. Ehrig and the parents can all be arranged. Now, what that necessarily means is that your daughters are going to be involved in talking to Dr. Ehrig. So as a result of that, it is a difficult balance you strike not to talk about this case with the children. The main thing we don't want to do is to give any ammunition to Mr. Blue that says that the children are being influenced. And there are subtle ways to influence children, but I think under these circumstances, we just need to have a rule that the children will not be involved in any discussions about this case, other than the fact that this is what the court has ordered regarding Dr. Ehrig's counseling, and that is a mandatory thing that they're going to have to enroll in. But beyond that, talking to the kids about what their preferences are and so forth, we'll get to that eventually. And we have a guardian ad litem. Let the guardian ad litem speak for the children and let them communicate with him so that he's fully informed as to what their position is. That's his whole purpose, is to determine what's in the best interest of the children. But putting the children in the middle and asking them to pick or choose or trying to influence them just makes things more difficult for them, in my opinion. So we're gonna try to protect them the best we can from having to be exposed to that. Under these circumstances, I'm sorry I cannot go forward with it today, but I do believe that this is in the best interest of the children to do that, so. Anything else before we adjourn?
If I may, Judge, with Dr. Erie, I've also had a lot of experience with his reports. He does like non-self-reporting type situations where he speaks to other individuals such as both parents and other individuals to get a background with regard, he does Rule 35 evaluations with regard to mental health evaluations. And we think that's critical in this particular case, that as part of this, we look into Mr. Blue's mental health.
I think
There's been no Rule 35 request that's been filed, so you would have to file a motion for a Rule 35 evaluation for me to make a determination. Again, I can't rule on something that's not before me, but I understand the basis for your saying that, and I understand the reasons why you would suggest that. And clearly, based on the orders of protection that I've reviewed and the information that was supplied, there is an issue. So, you know, if Mr. Blue is serious about seeing his children, he might want to address some of those situations, either with Dr. Ihrig or someone else, so that there can be some evidence that as to what he's dealt with. There is clearly a pattern in teenage boys, for example, who abuse animals, that can lead to more serious crimes, including sexual or violent tendencies. A lot of serial killers started out killing animals and abusing animals as a result of that. So let's get that, you know, taken care of, but I do not have an order. I do not have a motion for Rule 35 evaluation, which would be court ordered. But Mr. Blue, if he's willing to try to help the court in making a determination regarding his children, obviously it would be in his best interest to try to address that issue. All right, then this matter will be reset for August the 4th. And Ms. Turner, you're the moving party. I'm going to ask you to draw an order that reflects what I've been.
I will do that, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
The children are here today. Father has not seen them since December of 24. He would just like the opportunity to say hello to them.
The daughter's, it's a daughter and a son. The daughter is crying, no, she does not want to talk to him today. You know,
If the son is here, the son, I mean, any contact he can have with these children, he's.
Contact Mr. Parks, who is now the guardian ad litem. Tell him what the situation is, see if he can talk with the children to determine whether or not they're willing to do it. Forcing teenage kids who don't want to do something to do it may be counterproductive for Mr. Blue. But they need to know that he would like to see them and like to have an opportunity to talk with them. So I think that Mr. Parks, who's here in town, could come back over and talk to the kids and then why don't, before you leave, since you were going to be here most of the morning anyway, why don't, before you leave, let's see if we can't get something worked out. Maybe Mr. Blue can just say hello to them if anything, but I think they do need to know he wants to see them. It is a difficult thing for a child to process, in this court's opinion, that when they haven't seen someone, one of their parents for a long time, they don't necessarily understand why that has happened. And oftentimes they will think it's because that parent does not care about them. So letting them know that he does care enough that wants to see them would be, in my opinion, something that would be beneficial to the children. Whether they then say they want to see him or not, at least let them know that he wants to see them. All right, we stand adjourned.
All rise.
I don't know that I have his.
I just text him, tell him to come back over.
Hey,
okay. Yeah, we're gonna go.